This is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa. Sorry, I had a lot of you all waiting and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes then things come up, and I was trying to help assist some people, uh, get some matters together, brothers and sisters that are here on the continent, getting some of their visas and stuff together. You know, sometimes you have those issues that happen, and I am trying to do my due diligence as far as helping our people. I'm sorry that I have held you all up, and you know, it just is what it is. You know, it just is what it is. Let me hold 1 second. Bear with me for 1 second. That I get myself situated, and I got to make sure that I got my things in order. I had dropped something here. Anyway, okay, alrighty. Make sure I got this right here. Okay. Hey, how you doing? Who we got coming in that place right here? ATL is in the house. Question, where are the women in the Go Black videos? Mostly I see men out in the streets, like today on the beach. Mostly men partying, but hey, it's okay. He's doing a good job. There's women out there. But yes, you're gonna see a lot of men who are out in the streets in Africa, because women just don't hang out like that. There are women who do motherly duties, who do women duties, and typically you're gonna find most women outside of America don't have that sense of just being out in the streets. Somebody please tell me what's out there in the streets. There are women that you will find out in the streets, and there are some of those that are just up to no good here in Africa. And you can tell who they are. You can tell the ones that are out there. You know, I've been approached tonight by 2 women tonight, trying to get with them. They was trying to get with me, want me to get with them. It's out there. And so you will have those women that you see out there. And you know, telltale signs too is when you see a custom or a culture of people who behave, who dress, who do things in a certain way. Those who come out of it, they stand out like a sore thumb. And so when you're out at the beach, or you're out at a pub, a bar, a restaurant, and you see those who are dressed more on the Western side, you can best and believe that they do things differently than the average people that are part of in that community or society. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, so anyway, I am glad that each and every one of y'all decided to come here and just get a taste of what I wanted to share. I can't even remember most of my title that I put down. I got so heavily involved in my conversation with my wife tonight, as well as people I was trying to help. And I had to address a couple of other concerns, some text messages that I know I put out there that I wanted to put out there. There's no place like home. Also about the European comes to Shalom, Habari, hello, what's up, how you doing, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, to each and every one of y'all, depending on wherever your prospective place is. But let me go ahead real quick and acknowledge those who are here in the house. I believe that I should at least sometimes go ahead and give an acknowledgement for those who just taken a little time out of their day to come and listen to a man like me. Connie Johnson, appreciate your questions that you just asked, and hopefully I answered it to your satisfaction. Shalom to you, Connie, again. All righty. Hello from Atlanta from Medj38. Tivani, good to see you back here again. Good morning, evening from Cali. Yeah, what time is it in Cali right now? What is it, about 10? What, 1 o'clock maybe? 12 afternoon? You said good morning, so it might be 11. Hello from Sacramento, C. Reed, another California in the house. Good to see you back, C. Reed. Yes, J. Rod, peace to the chat. Yes, how you doing, J. Rod? Yvette Reed. Hello, Go Black from Indiana or Indianapolis. Okay. Okay, try life. Bully flights. Yeah, the dog fights. Yeah, okay. Go Black to Africa. Much love, my brother. Try life again. All right. Hi, Mr. Go Black. K Faith. How are you, Miss K Faith? Good to see you back again. Or good to see you black again. Yeah, I'm gonna start saying that. Good to see you black. You never know who people are behind the scenes because all I'm looking at really are just emblems or letters or whatever, no faces. Sometimes faces are not even real. People will snatch faces and put in their own, put fictitious names. I never know who I'm speaking to. But hey, it doesn't matter because my channel is what my channel is, Go Black to Africa. I'm a man that is prideful of who I am, where I originated from. No apologies to anyone out there. And so my thing is that I will take it as it goes. For those who don't like the channel, you have an opportunity. I am back again, cutting off. You have to bear with this so-called signal we got. But I have no problem addressing any question that you may have, concerns, suggestions, opinions, what have you. But if it's to the level of a child, I will go ahead and disjoin or remove you if you become, or if you misbehave within the channel. I don't have time for childish things because this is your man, not your boy. So yeah, good evening to Mr. Walker coming in the house. Sable's right here in the house. Hey, what's up, Rizuni? Diamond, beautiful. CJ Wiley, 1118 to be exact. Over in the California area, I assume that's where you're talking about. Hussein, Siddiba, or Sedeba. Hope I said that right. Kwame, or Asuku Kwame. To you too. Yes, Barbara Asbury. Good to see you back, my sister. Oh, good to see you black again. Sorry. Yes, Cincinnati, Ohio, because I do see your picture. Hope that is you. Yeah. Let's get into this right here, family. We got 140 people coming in. I'm quite sure there's going to be more people coming in. Kind of interested in the subject matter that I hope that y'all enjoy the video that I just posted, the live that was out on Cocoa Beach. It was just a taste of what one would be able to experience here in Africa, you know, and hopefully as I begin to grow and I begin to go around their various places in Africa, I can just touch on each and every part or piece that you may be interested in to see. You know, I loved it out there at Cocoa Beach. I've been to Cocoa Beach. I filmed 3 times at Cocoa Beach. Each time it seemed like it's a different flavor, a different vibe that's going on. Today was, I was invited by those who were celebrating, a group of people who were celebrating for themselves of just being them. And how many of y'all saw that video? Please give me a yes if you saw the video. I thought it was very moving. There was some magnificent, I can't even speak tonight, magnificent words that were shared by some of the locals. Oh, here we come to yeses. Yeah. Okay, all right. And there were some messages. I hope y'all didn't miss it. Okay. And so much that we could take from that I hope that each and every one of you all would share with your family members, your children, your grandchildren, that this is what the youth is about. Not killing, not shooting, not stealing, not doing anything that is malicious, or we're just here to have fun. And though that you might disagree with them drinking, or though them smoking cigarettes, or maybe having their weed, to each and every one. But yet, my thing is that they were all in love. I can tell you that right there. In a different scene that we know we're accustomed to. Anytime it seems that we gather together it seems that there was always will be a problem. Somebody getting pissed off. Ah, doggone, why we can't do things right and just make things last and have a good time all night long? You know, y'all said it before, and I've said it many a times when we go out. But when I was young, I was the one who was starting trouble too, up in places, because I was young, dumb, and full of, But my thing was that the testosterone always led me. A crazy young man will always do foolish things. But I outgrew that, became a mature man, and now I understand why our youth are so important for us to be able just to talk to, minister to be able to guide, because they're going to go down the same road. You know, for those who saw when the brother was saying nigga, I corrected him a couple of times because no, we don't use that word. We don't use that word here in Africa. Though you heard me one time use that word on one of my rants to call those that are outside of Africa over in a European world, Western world, that, you know what, they are foolish people to act like they are something better than a person here in Africa when they want to come back and flaunt, show their education, and seem like they're better than, and somebody is less than. Yes, I will call them such a word because that's what the word is, and that's what they want to use the word against us for. And I think that word is deserving for those who act in that such a manner. Yes. But let's just say this right here, family. It was very moving to really see, and I hope that y'all were able to get a feel, could feel the sense of a community, a sense of unity, of us folks on the beach. How many black folks have y'all seen on the beach like that? Africans all out there, mamas, daddies, little kids, men, women, out there like that. I know some men was like, where are the women? Where are the women? Where are the women? You should be thankful. There's a lot of women out there trying to find a man by wearing provocative gear, out there want to swim and try to pull a man in and be something that she really isn't. There are many women out there, but they just don't look it because your eyes are so conditioned to look to see and expect to see a woman that what you think she is, and she's not. No, you're not going to see the G-strings. You're not going to see the butts hanging out. You're not going to see the breasts all protruded out and all that right there that your eyes are so conditioned to boom, bam, there she goes. You are not going to see that there on African beaches. There's a lot of women on the beach. There's a lot of women out there who got short haircuts in Africa. A lot of women. Did you know that there are, from the small age, that young girls' hairs are cut very low, lower than what my hair is? They are. I asked a question to one of the local guys, and he said that because they don't want one to be able to distinguish over another who have and who have not. That when they go to school, they want them all to be dressed alike and all to be the same. So that even those who may have, that child don't come trying to cause one's complex to feel less than another. So the young ladies' hairs are all cut through school, all the way through high school, low haircuts. And those who choose to keep their hairs low, even after high school, you will see beautiful women with short haircuts. Man, where we in the Western world, we're so used to wearing things that will enhance us. Nothing wrong with it. If you want to enhance yourself, those are in its proper place. But if you have a inkling to want to try to draw somebody to you by dressing a certain way, I tell you, you're going to get what you're going to get. Dogs love bones. And when you show your bones on flesh, dogs will come and get. So, ladies, take that as far as you will want to take it. But I would say right here to teach your daughters however which way you so choose to. But I would say right here, my daughters already know, even though I think they dress skimpier than what I would like to, that you are only going to get what you give out. And so this is the African culture that we see that are slowly slipping by, because there are those that you saw in that video who want to emulate America, the Western world, and dress like, talk like, be like other America. And little do they know what it's going to come down the future But still, the majority, 90% of the people are holding it down. 90% of the people are still walking in the old traditions of carrying themselves in a place of a respect, meaning loving and respecting themselves. Uh, I know sometimes I might get heat from women who say, I respect myself, and so what? What's wrong with this and that? Hey, do you? I'm not here to go ahead and tell you about you at all, but I'm telling you about the African tradition for those men who may be looking for, you know. But no, you do have those women out there, hey, that are wearing mini skirts, wearing the cleavage showing, and all those things there. You're gonna have those who bleach their skin and try to look as light as white as they try to want to be. You can find them. They're here. There's beautiful women around here, and you can find them in all shapes, size, colors, ranges, dressed, whatever. But you're not going to see it on the beaches when it comes to being in a state of where those have a conviction for what religion maybe they might be part of, or their spirituality, or their own self-respect. It's just not out there like you would be used to out there on what's the name of the out there, what's it, South Carolina, they have the beach, black something. What is the beach party they have out there? Myrtle Beach. Sometimes they have the black motorcycle group come out there and stuff. I know somebody know. Bikers Week, yes, one of them. And then there's one that's where everybody goes to the beach. Black Bike Week, yeah, that's one. I seen videos of everyone out there. Um, but yeah, off the chain. Find whatever you want to. You can find whatever you want. Be with whoever you want. Um, Whatever floats your boat. So um, there's no place like home. Why is the title There's No Place Like Home? Well, I've already said it right there by one of the guys who was just it's pleading almost, very getting very sensitive, even though he was influenced by a little of alcohol. But you know, the thing about the true serum is that it sometimes speaks what's in the heart. And he's giving a plea to you, brothers and sisters out there, to come back home. And this, we're all about love. We're all about peace. We're not about this dysfunction, about shooting and killing each other. You know, we're about, gathering and then you heard one of the other brothers was talking about, there ain't no cold, what they say, no coronavirus. Because the R's is very difficult for them to say, and they use the L in a sense. They say instead of rice, and they say lice, and so R's and TH's are difficult in the vocabulary of most of the Tanzanians here. But the brother was saying, look, he was eating his corn behind somebody. He grabbed that, and then he took what was it, a drink from somebody, and coronavirus is not here. This coronavirus is here. I've spoke to doctors. Coronavirus is here, but to the degree of what one wants to portray, or countries want to portray, that is out of hand and control. No, the doctor even told me the numbers have gone up, but it is minuscule when it comes to the sickness that people are experiencing. They're very mild symptoms. And yes, they have had very few people who have died from it, which were elderly or out of, that was in bad health. But when you're talking about less than 2%, that's what the President Mike Afuli is saying, is that, why are we going to change our whole shut down country, shut down people's lives off of something that doesn't even match? Even with malaria has an effect on people here in the country. Yeah. So, no place like home. Y'all remember the Wizard of Oz, when old Dorothy got, separated from home and had to find her way back? I look at it, that's how we are in America, that we just got, in a tornado of slavery. We got taken away and sold, whether it was taken, sold, stole, whatever words you want to use. We were just brought into a country and misplaced. We were, over the 400 years, born and raised, taking on a mindset, taking on mentality, a ways of life, and that we are off course. We're that boat that when the winds blow and your what they call the conference, or your whatever, showing you a different direction, and you're trying to get back, and yet you're just stuck. and you're battling. You know, the battling with society of America is like the big waves just pushing you off course, pushing you away, keeping you blind from the course you should be, you know. But there's a shining light. There's always that lighthouse that's trying to glare, trying to show the way. But even more, there's always a spirit within you that is the light, that's trying to speak to you just softly, just to share with you. You might be in the wrong place. You might need to go to another place that you can find, that could be peaceful, that could be harmony to you, that could give you an opportunity, give you a different chance, give you a different, you know, a different way. This is what, you know, I see and hear. This is something that, you know, when the brothers were sitting there, though there were those having their drinks and all right there, forget that. Spirit flows through no matter what, through anybody. You can be strung out on crack. I'm going to tell you right here, I met some crackheads, out of their mouth would speak truth. That's no lie. I've seen drunkards on the street corners that will wrap your head around truth, and you be like, this dude just taught me something. The Spirit of God can speak through anybody, anything, whatever. A tree, insect, anything. Believe me, I have been ministered to by a bumper on a car, by a billboard, by a tree, by the weeds in my lawn. I remember that day when the weeds were talking to me. The grass was talking to me loud and clear to show me a meaning of life. There's no place like home. Because, yeah, even Dorothy, she, you know, those who don't even know the story, let me go ahead a little bit. Let's talk about this right here, because that had a big meaning. Maybe many people take it as entertainment. No, but let's look at this right here. Dorothy now, let's talk about this. Had her uncle, her grandmom, granddads, her uncles and stuff around them. She had a little dog, Toto. It was so funny right here, family. Let me go ahead and let me wrap something around your hair for a minute. Toto. You know what Mtoto means here in Tanzania? Children. Mtoto. Where's my Tanzania people out there? Now you tell me I'm lying. Mtoto means children. Now Dorothy had a dog called Toto that he was giving the old lady across town a heartache. That the granddad said they're gonna go ahead and let the dog go, because he got pressure from this old lady right there who had power in the city, part of the government body or whatever, and wanted this dog to be gone. Granddad and grandmom decided they're gonna go ahead and kind of let the dog go. But Dorothy got very upset, right? She got very upset to where it caused her to have a panic and caused a nightmare. And if y'all haven't seen it, you know, y'all need to check out that movie right there, right? Don't look at it with a natural eye. Look at it with a spiritual eye. Because this story right here has everything to do with you. Yes, the Wizard of Oz has everything to do with you. You don't think the good Lord then created all these movies and everything for those who have a spiritual discernment to be able to tell that the real way of what you should do or where you should go? When you got these African brothers out here telling you, come back. We need y'all too to help us. We want y'all to come. We're tired of hearing about y'all killing yourselves over there. We don't do that over here. We don't kill each other, and we don't do against each other. This is what he said. Look at the video. We respect our grandmother, our granddads, our mothers, our brothers and sisters, our grandfathers. We respect them. I told y'all, Africa could teach us something or two. When you have your own brothers and sisters, tell them they love. Hey, the brother saying this right here. I ain't got much to give. We help out the homeless people. We help each other. You don't need much here in Africa, but some of you are so caught into how much money do I need? How much do I need to survive? How much do I right here? When you get and immerse yourself into a community, you can never be let down. When you come to help each other out, then make sure that nobody falls by the wayside. That's why the mentality of America, we always worry about me, my, I. That's a capitalistic society. But when you merge yourself into a society and they're like, yo, this person really cares about us too. They want to be part of us. How they gonna let you fall? How? Homelessness? See, when he said homelessness, you ain't gonna see people really living out on the street. But you do have those that do. There are those who live on the beach. They ain't got no mamas or daddies, but they live on the beach. But guess what? They try to take care of each other. They try to take care of each other. And this is what the brother said. Go back and look at listen to the video. I do as much as I can too. This is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we do. America, we don't do that. Look out for each other, please. Oh, you lost your job? Oh, I'll pray for you. Oh, I'll pray for you. You need help with what? You better go to that church you go to. And while that pastor's over there driving in his car and his Learjet and everything right there, you better hope they help you out. All that money you gave and all that right there. Let me get off of that because I ain't gonna try to go down that road. But I'll say this right here. This is what the Africans are saying. This is just a taste of. But come over here and try to be separate. See, they see me walk around. These people are embracing me. Why? Because I'm doing for. I'm doing for. If you want to come here and live on your own desert island here in Africa, okay, all right. Look, they're coming. They're coming for you. Why? You ain't show no love. You ain't trying to help. You ain't trying to do nothing for them. That's why I'm saying there's no place like home. Why? Why did Dorothy wanted to get back home? If home was so bad at first, in her dream she ran away, why was home so bad? Well, she found out all the trials and tribulations she was going through was up against her. She wanted to go back home. Because of course, she had a tornado, right? I'm about to talk some spiritual stuff for those who can handle it, right? Anytime you have turbulence and trials and tribulations in your life, right, you're going to have nightmares. In other words, you're going to panic. You're going to have fears. You get so upset that you want to run away. You ain't got nowhere to go. And wherever you run to, you're going to find out the problem ain't changed. But the home that you was taken, displaced from, is sitting there waiting for you. You never even appreciate it. You got upset because they wanted to take your toto. But you realize out the obstacles and the potholes in your path that now you see, my gosh, there's no place like home. That's why I say you got to come and visit. Stop thinking about buying land. Stop thinking about homes. Stop talking. Just come and visit. Just to see. Just a taste. How many times somebody try to go ahead and introduce you to, hey, try this lemonade. Try this drink. Try this food. Try this right here. Nah, I don't like it right. Come on, just try it. That's good. Wow. Give me another one. Oh, wow. Come over here and see for yourself. You know, the most thing I keep hearing people say is somebody told me. Somebody told me that it was like that over there. Can you find out for yourself? There's no place like home. Yeah, and I'll say this right here, you know, it's because of the fact that we are so afraid of coming to Africa because of the picture that was painted against us of how Africa is. But did you see the video? Look at my videos when I interview people. How many people keep saying, come back, come back. Number love. Real. So, you know, this place that we call home, we have to be reintroduced to it. We have to draw something out of it. And every day I am being corrected in my mindset of how my approach is. I had to repent the other day. Barber came and he lined me up the other day, went to his barber shop. And I asked him a question. I said, because y'all know my background, barbershops. I had 3 barber beauty shops. I said, how well you doing in this barbershop? See, the business mind came on. See, the spiritual was gone. I fell into the physical. How many barbers you got here? Oh, I got 1. Oh, for real? Okay, you doing okay? Now, here I am coming with my ideals, right? Western mentality. So I said, okay, all right. So, man, you got a nice little spot here. He had a nice little spot there. So I look around and stuff, and I did my little measurement. I said, wow, you can get three booths on this wall, and you can get 3 booths on that wall right there. Yo, start building, man. Look out for your future, man. What you building, more people gonna come, which is true. But what I did was really stepped into his area, which really I really had no say-so in. But he said something right here. He said, well, I haven't been here long, and, you know, I got to start off small, was the word he said. Small, not short, small. I said, yeah, I understand. I said, how long have you been here? He said, 2 years. I said, oh, it's about time for you, man, to start moving on up. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah. He's like, I don't know. I said, well, all you gotta do is put one station up. So when another, have one prepared for a person who walks through the door. You see, that type of mindset, family, sometimes it can invade over into people and bring a Western mentality over and capitalistic. That's the capitalistic mindset, trying to get more, where he just might be comfortable and happy. There's no place like home. And so I have to continuously remind myself, it's like, man, you got to get a lot of that stuff out of you because it's still in me. I'm not free from a whole lot of my old stinker thinkers, family. I'm not. And I'm going to let y'all know every time I mess up. I mess up. Yeah, I do. So, you know, I'm learning, though. And the joy that I felt and the love that I felt today, it was just another reminder that there's just no place like home. I got my mom, my wife, my brother, my sister, my nephews, my grandchild, my son, my daughters, all of them back in America. Love them. But there's no place like home. LaShawn just answered. I just answered your question, LaShawn. Yeah. There's no place like here. There's no place. Somebody asked me yesterday, is there anything that you miss about America? Not a thing. I miss my wife dearly. You know, my kids are grown. They grown and gone. I can FaceTime them. That's easy, you know. But I'm not trying to go back to America. It's just, this is how strong of the love and the difference of a society, the difference of a life, a difference of meaning, a difference of purpose, a difference of opportunity, a difference of all these things that I'm like, how can I leave a place that's brought a peace upon me and go back into a place that brings stress to me? Now take it from me. I don't even work, y'all. America, I've been retired since I was 47. I'm 54 right now. But the bombardment of the mind fog, the mind pressure, the stress of just dealing with, just being around, seeing and dealing with those that I know is taking advantage of me, you, we, all of that. It's sickening. And I've told y'all before, I'm not prejudiced against any white person. But you know what? I'm tired of seeing them when it comes to the point of being around them for 54 years. I just want to be around my own people. I just want to be around us. Ain't nothing wrong with that for me. And I love it. I love it when I see from the president on down, it's us. Yes, you got your foreigners in here, but they're just only a small little point of what is as a whole. 99% of us is us with only 1% of them. Don't believe the hype, y'all. Stop believing all these things about China is just going to bombard and take over. They're over there and they're going to take over Africa. They are just so small a few of number. It ain't that. I've been to 8 countries. I ain't found a lot of them. Yes, you do see some of them. Very few. Just like on the beach today. What? Out of 5,000 Africans on the beach, you had, what, 20 Europeans taking over? Nah. We got to stop listening to the news, the media, and all these other things. We got to stop that. Because when it starts circling around, then we go regurgitate it, and we're going to go ahead and tell somebody else who tells somebody else who tells somebody, I don't want to go to Africa because, you know, I mean, hey, the Chinaman done took over. They control that. America, the Europeans take over. They're still here. Yes, their existence is still here. And we're battling with shaking the fleas off of them. I mean, shaking them as fleas off of us. But I'm going to say this right here. we still are in a position to conquer because we still have the control. Though yes, they still have their hand in the pot, it will surely be removed in a sense of where it is where they have want to have the say so. I'm one that they should be here. You gotta have international trade. You gotta have those that you trade with and do business with around the globe. I ain't gonna kick out no Europeans, no Chinamen and all that right there. Nah, let's find a happy place, okay? Now, I know how you are, and I know you want to take control, but I'm not gonna release the control over to you. No, those must be born and raised here, must be part of the governmental body. That is it. You're foreigner, you're free here to do business, you're free here to live, you're free here to enjoy the freedoms that are, but no, you are not going to be in the governmental body because then we know what happens. That's what I'm talking about. There's no place like home. You know, there's no place like home when I was watching the little kids just laughing and playing, and you know the moms and the dads and the people. There was nothing that was going to pop off. There was nothing like, okay, let's get prepared. There was all, you know, come on now, y'all know where y'all are. Anytime you go out in public, you always got that security up just in case something pop off. Where's the exit? Where's this at? How do I get out of here? Who's wet? Where am I? That's what we do. Always somebody gonna act a fool. Always somebody gonna act a fool. But here, there's no place like home. And until things change, I'm gonna promote Tanzania. I'm promoting Tanzania. Now everybody wants to say, what's your favorite place? What is this and that? Tanzania is not my favorite place. I'm saying right now, at a point in time, I'm promoting Tanzania. If you want to come play a place to visit and be free, come to Tanzania. If you want to come to Tanzania, if you want a place to go, and I'm saying it at this moment in time because tomorrow might bring a total different day. Because questions have been asked. Do you think Magufuli would change under the pressures of the European world if they decided to go ahead and put demands on him? This and that? I don't know. But I can only speak for today, right now. Things change daily, y'all. But I'm saying this right here. It is a place of freedom. You can come in if you feel uncomfortable. Wear your mask. Keep your social distancing. Stay at home. Order your food out and stay in your house if you so choose to. At least you got the option. Why are you going to put a demand on people when less than 2% of the daggone COVID is out there, has an effect, and then out of the 2%, even a smaller percent of those people die? And you're going to find that it's the elderly that die and those who are sick or bad health. That is it. Why? But at least this president here is saying, no. We're gonna do several things here with this COVID. We're gonna keep the economy going. We're not gonna take food out of our people's mouth, and we're gonna give people the freedom to travel, to go. Now, those people come into this country right here, we're gonna make sure you get tested, because we're gonna make sure them jokers don't come in here and try to spread nothing. Even though they know already the test itself is not even legit to most parts of what the president's saying. I ain't saying that. I ain't did no studies. But what he's saying, he feels as though that a lot is not legit because he did a test on the vegetable or the fruit and also on the lamb or goat or whatever, and both came back positive, which they told us that the positivity only can be ran through human beings, not through plants and animals. So, I mean, you know what the amazing thing is out here? We hate people who really make sense and love those who don't. It is amazing. All the nonsense out here, people will follow it. But as soon as somebody talks some sense, I ain't crazy. It's because we live in a day in the world that they said that, hey, right will be wrong and wrong will be right. That's the facts and it's the truth. I'm here on the ground, family. Stop listening to that media out there. Stop listening to the media. I'm on the ground right here. And you even listen to what the State Department's saying too. Level 4 don't even travel to Tanzania. Mad because of what? Don't go there. They're carjacking. They're robbing. They are going to brutalize you if you're gay. They're gay. They're going to do anal searches if you're gay. That's one good thing I like about them. Is right here. Yeah, they don't tolerate no gay here. They don't tolerate it. No. Illegal. Oh my God. Human rights. How dare you could allow to prohibit somebody to be who they want to be? President said that's a Western world thing, which is. It's a European lifestyle. Open that door to there, and people, you trick people and have the youth thinking, you mean that I'm not a boy? You mean that I'm not a girl? You mean that I can decide of what I... See, that's what they want you to believe. Yeah. At least there are those out here who's trying to protect from the nonsense of what's trying to be pushed here in Africa. There's no place like home. Because even Dorothy now, she did her clicks. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. She ran away from home, realized she got herself out into a world that a tornado took her and landed her into a place called America, and she wanted the heck out. Thank you very much, Appleweed Corporation, for your giving. You said we are ready to get home and stay there. Yeah. The tornado took her and landed her into a place called America. And she was so frightened, she wanted to go back home. She did not like the trials and tribulations she was going. Who did she run across, y'all? She ran across a guy called a Tin Man. Now, the Tin Man right there, he was a scaredy cat, didn't have a heart. And the only thing he, was what was Tin Man's issue? Because the lion, he needed courage. And then the crow, he needed a heart, brain. He needed a brain. And then, the Tin Man needed a heart, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Let's talk about that. Because there's no place like home. Man, I'm about to feed y'all something, man, that y'all probably never even saw in this daggone movie. It was all the meaning of really comes back to you. See, the Tin Man, his downfall was he would get rusted if it rained. Any water touched him, he'd get rusted stiff and he'd get stuck. Ain't that some of us back in the countries that we are in? That we're so stiff and firm, not pliable, that we get stuck. We just can't move. You need that oil. And you can be pliable and move freely. But you become so inundated by a mindset, mentality of a country that you become like steel. You become so stiff that you don't even have a heart. Because when a heart stops pumping, death comes. Somebody help me out now. Because the Tin Man, he wanted to go off and get out of where he was from too. He was off to go see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Because, right? I mean, y'all know the movie. He's trying to get to the mother. It was a man, Europeans are not going to ever show a woman in a place of power. So, I'm trying to read what somebody say because I'm trying to look for somebody to make sure that I'm not mixed up, whatever. Somebody said correct. Because we need somebody to point us in the right direction. And that wizard can do it. Well, hot dag doggone. I think I'm part of a wizard there myself, because of the fact that, I'm being led by a spirit that's trying to give you all a little sense of light, to go ahead and give you like the lighthouse in that storm, to kind of give y'all a direction of where you possibly can go. No different than when the Messiah said that, be the light of the world, let your light so shine so that man can see that at least you are up on point. So they off to see the wizard. But then she came across the crow too, right? The gold crow. Somebody's question, when the wizards, you must have joined in. See, you're off now because there's no place like home. Like the Wizard of Oz, no place like home. I'm on a spiritual level, y'all. I'm not on a physical. So those coming in right there, you might not be able to grab this. Going to have to catch up or rewind the video. Because this is where we are. Because the video that I did today was showing you some lessons, showing you that we're waiting on you. Look, there's no place like home. We don't do what you do in America, as my brother said. We're not killing, shooting, misbehaving and doing wrong from each other. You might have the small people out here as those advantage takers or whatever. But there's no place like home. About the Crow Man. Somebody tell me about the Crow Man, because Crow Man, he's a jellyback, limp wrist individual who can't do anything, can't even barely walk. Why? Because the fool ain't got a brain. He ain't got enough sense to even think. See, because he was only a crow, just to scare, just to sit still. But he was meaningless. Why? Because when the Europeans started to fall on them, they started to crack. The crows. Excuse me. When the crows began to realize that he had no power, they began to take and abuse him. Oh yeah, they would land on him. They'd be like, this joker ain't about nothing. Heck, he ain't nothing but a crow. And so then that, hey, we can take advantage of him because he ain't got a brain to think for himself. Yeah, he's only trying to he can't even think for himself. So we're going to sit here and we're going to just dump on him. We're going to go ahead and pull his straw out. We're going to go ahead and murder him in the street. We're going to go ahead and make him at a disadvantage. We're not going to give him no opportunities. We're going to make sure that we go ahead and keep him right in his place because we already got his number. He's nothing. He is just a scarecrow. He looks scary, but he ain't going to do a dang thing. That's how America looks at you. You ain't gonna do nothing. Scarecrow, only he gonna do is protest. Only he'll do is march. Only he gonna do is show up with guns show up with guns. He ain't gonna pop a bullet out and blow a balloon. He ain't gonna do nothing. He's just a Negro gonna follow the law and do what we say. We're not scared of him. Oh yeah, they talk good game, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Yes, they're just scarecrows. Yes, we know these Negroes. We know these scarecrows, and we know how they are. Ain't gonna do nothing. And the thing about it is that we'll just appease them. We'll act like we're a little scared at times. Yes. As soon as he say boo, we'll just back up a little bit. But then we come in with vengeance. Because why? We control it. Scarecrows don't control nothing. The old scared Negroes don't control nothing. They just sit there and hope that the crows will stay away. But you ain't going to get nowhere. Now, just like that Tin Man who was stiff, thought he was hard and all tough and everything like that, the fool didn't even have a heart. He didn't even have a heart. Why? Because he wasn't pliable. He wasn't flexible. He always had to be oiled. He always, anytime that trouble comes, the storm comes, was rain, he get rusted up and gets stuck. He gets stuck right in his spot. He can't move. Doesn't that sound something like familiar? Some of y'all? Now I ain't trying to get hard on y'all because everybody got their own time. They got their own abilities to be able to come visit. Like I said, I ain't trying to convince you to come move anywhere. I'm talking about come visit, because I guarantee you come visit and you have a taste, a smell, a look, a hear of what you're going to encounter. Guarantee you going back home to tell mama, daddy, sister, brother, husband, wife, we's out. I don't know what the hell I was thinking all this time. We out. So, the the scarecrow, was always trying to front, flex, always trying to be something that it really wasn't. It was weak, limp wrist, jellyback. It didn't have no spine. It didn't have the bones. The wrist, the limp wrist. It wasn't no man. It was a she-man. And the crows caught on to the game and realized, yo, we got this joker here. So the crow found out it needed a brain because it couldn't think for itself, right? It was all dependent upon being scared, trying to be a scary looking. Ain't that what we do? I'm going to show them. Guess what? Karen and Ken today found out y'all ain't about nothing. You mean we can... Look, I can talk to them and say whatever I want, and they're going to respect me and say, ma'am, would you please move out my way and let me in my building? Ma'am, why are you doing this to me? Ma'am, I got you on camera. Yo, sir, why are you out here? You're kidding me. I can't believe you're going to do today, 2021, this and that, and you're going to go ahead and try to discriminate against me this way. I want everybody to see how this guy is right here. Sir, could you please move this and that? Show me a video that we haven't done that. Because the white folks woke up. These Negroes are scared of us. You mean to tell me we can go ahead and call the cops and put blame on these jokers, and we can have them come out there and go ahead and give them a hard time? Oh, yes, we can. These jokers are scarecrows. I mean, that's what they are. They're scared of us. So we got Karens and Kens who sit there now and they plan you. Yes, they are. They already know now that the answer's out of the bag. They ain't gonna touch us. Why? Shit. Our judicial system say you mess with us, you're gonna do double the time. Now do something to me. And I've seen the videos of women that, what are you gonna do? Now I ain't gonna say there's been some sisters out there give some of them the heartache. I'm talking about the majority of the uppity, educated, middle class, those who don't want to lose what they got, gonna sit there and ma'am and sir them. But yo, there are those who in the hood be like, I ain't got nothing to lose. Hell, I've been in jail all these many times right here. I'm gonna get my fun out of there and beat your ass. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. But scarecrows. But let's move on from scarecrows, because I already done said that some people are just like steel. They want to be hard and all that right there. Ain't got a heart to make a move for nothing. Ain't got a heart to speak up for themselves. Ain't got a heart to do something for the children. Ain't got a heart to go ahead and say, you know what? Let's go ahead and try to trample on new ground, because you know what? I'm trying to look out for me and my children, my grandchildren, and get the hell out of a bad situation. And there are those right there just scared. I don't know, how much money do I need, Go Black? Do you think that I need this right here? You're trying to get ahead of yourself and you're trying to shoot big when you need to do small. Why are you worried about how much money does it take to live in Africa and you ain't ever came to visit? To me, that's the most ignorant thing that I ever heard in my life anyway. Why would you want to try to think about that anyway? No, your first step should be, let me save enough money up right here and go take a look at what these jokers are talking about. If it's going to be for me, it's not. If it is, it is. If it ain't, it ain't. At least I can say I went to go visit. Because you ain't shall know that, hey, cars are placed against you anyway. Over there. Canada, UK, Europe, and everywhere else, America, Central America, Brazil, South America, Panama, Costa Rica, Belize, Aruba, the Cayman Islands, the Caribbean Islands. Must I go on? Because I know people watching, they're like, he didn't say my country. Asia, the Middle East, Australia. Let's talk about now the lion. Like I already said right here, some people just ain't got the heart, and some people ain't got the brain. But the lion don't even have courage. Courage. If I could only have courage, I would be able to be the king, as they said, in the jungle. Lions can't be found in the jungle. That's a lie they told us. Lions ain't no daggone jungle. They in the forest. But if you only have courage, because we find our people lack all three. But now here's the lion right here. Now he's supposed to be the beast, the one that's supposed to be controlling of the safari. He's supposed to be the one to be the strong, the one who got all the courage. And this lion here, though, on, because there's no place like home, and we're talking about Wizard of Oz, that we're going to parallel for those who are just coming in, that you got to have these things in order to make a move. Just like Dorothy, where she found herself in a foreign land that she had no business being in, and yet she wanted to get back home. But she came across some jokers that actually were just giving her a little taste of things that she herself didn't even have. But that lion, though, y'all, that lion, that joker didn't have no courage. Joker got scared when you said boo. He was scared of a mouse. That daggone lion right there, he was scared when the wind blew, and then daggone when the crows came fly down, he was scared of everything. He was just so out of control with no courage that, he would listen to what others would tell him. Couldn't stand up on his own 2 feet. Yeah, he would listen to the media and stuff like that. Yeah, with the media, and he would listen to his neighbors and everybody else, would tell him, you ain't no lion, man, you a pussy cat. Man, you ain't black, man. What are you talking about, man? You daggone American. Talking about you some African. Get the heck out of here, man. You're American. Oh, yeah, I am. Yeah. God bless America, the land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all. Let's talk about some of that right there with that lion, though. The lion, the courage. He was lacking of courage. Didn't have a daggone pot to piss in because he was so frantic and scared and nervous and didn't even know who he was. Lost his identity. Anytime you take it out of your element, I'm going to tell y'all, family, you're going to behave differently. That's why they can take lions out of out of the safari, put them in as young ones, put them into a daggone circus, travel them around the world, train them, and have them act like they a pussy cat. Get on your 2 legs. Jump through the hoop. Jump through the hoop. Just look. Come on, Negro. Come on. I got you a job here. It's called a circus. This is the world system here in America. Jump through the hoop. Oh, jump. You say jump when you say jump. Okay, jump. All right, you better be here at work from 9 to 5. You better go ahead and do this right here. And you better not talk back. And you better say sir. And you better do all this right here. Roar, roar. This is what you do when you leave off the job and you go tell your family all right there. I'm just so tired. And all right, roar, roar. And then when you get to the job, meow, meow. No courage. Scared. Forgot who you were. Forgot where you came from. I'm no lion. I'm a pussycat. I'm a pussycat. Is anybody liking this, what I'm saying? Does anybody feel this, what I'm saying? Let me look up here. Is anybody following what I'm saying? Really, people laughing at me out. Can y'all feel what I'm saying? If you hold on to this right here, this is a spiritual teaching, right? I ain't got to sit up there behind no podium in no daggone church and preach no daggone message out of no daggone Bible. It's the same message. You want to be around corrupt, evil people who's controlling your life, and you so afraid because you ain't got no heart, the Tin Man. You ain't got no daggone brains to think for yourself, the Straw Man. And you got no courage like the lion to make a decision for yourself. And like I said, I ain't trying to tell you to leave and go anywhere, but just at least discern what's going on around you. Have your own heart. your own brain, and have some courage. You know, I never feared coming to Africa, never did. You know, and I took advantage of the opportunity when it presented itself. I never scoffed at no Africa. But I have an advantage over most of you all. You know, there's a lot of Africans that are on this channel right now, you know. They were born, you know, in Africa. Mothers, dads left them, took them over to the Western world. And I get a lot of emails of a lot of them say, man, I hear what you're saying, man. I really want to come back, you know. And once I get the situation right, I'm coming back to the motherland. You inspire me now. I ain't never looked at Africa like that right there. Well, come on, brother, sister. That's okay. You know, hey. Yeah, you recognizing that you've been mistreated. Sometimes it takes people to go ahead and wake your eyes, open your eyes up for you to see. I never looked at it that way. Wow, you made it. I never saw it like that. Now my eyes open. I went to work and these jokers talking to me any kind of way, and I'm like, what? Wow. Or, you know, I'm seeing on the news that they killed another one of us over here. They gave another large sentence to another one getting out of prison, found out he was innocent and all that right there. Seeing the dysfunctions that's going on in the black community and overpopulations of prison by the black people, who is the lowest population in America. Now all of a sudden we got this new president coming. We thought he's going to be the savior again, a white hope that we thought was going to be in here. And he's signing all these executive orders for the Mexican, the Muslim, the gays. Who's the fourth one? The fourth one. The Asians. That's right. Just did for the Asians. And they just did a new series talking about the black people over here, over in America, discriminating against the Asians. And he want to write a it's a memo now. I ain't gonna say executive order. It's a memo now to put in place that the Asians be protected from the harsh discrimination that they're going through. And like we ain't been going through it right here. And then we sit back right here and say, oh, that's not fair. Okay, well, you know what? Business as usual. Why? We ain't got a heart. We lost a heart. We lost our brain, and we lost our courage. Those are the three things. There's no place like home. But guess what? At least, there was one who told her. Hold on, let me make sure nobody's listening. Hold on a sec. There was a good person who told her, hey, look, check this out. You can get back home. You just gotta go and seek. Because there's this guy named Go Black. Yeah, he don't like to be called wizard. No, he don't like to call the wizard. No. But he's doing some channels. Matter of fact, not even just him. There are other ones who's got narratives and showing the real Africa and opportunities, businesses and stuff right there. But go check them out. Because then now you will be able to see for yourself by those feet on the ground what's really going on. And Dorothy said, I'm going to go see the wizard. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz, because. Really? This is where it was at. And they set off. Follow the yellow brick road. 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 What does that mean? What does that mean? If I have to follow something, you know, because it's going to guide me. It's going to guide me into a direction of where I would hope it would take me where I want to go. You know, because the brick road was long. It was long, it was curvy, it was all through the mountain, the hills, and went through the flowers, and they fell asleep when they came across all the flowers, and, you know, just another trials and tribulations of life. But the following, it was a course set up, it was a path set that was instructed to them that if you follow this path, it will take you there. This is why I said that to those who've been watching my videos, that I even share with my children. Why do you want to create your own path when I've already created one? Just follow the path. I'm doing all the hard work. I'm doing, look, the videos. I'm doing the interviews. I'm doing all that out of my own pocket. Ain't asking nobody for nothing and giving it to you free. Follow that path. Why would you want to start from scratch in life when it has been those set before you that created it and you want to start your own? Because all you got to do is sit back and be like, hey, okay, let me take some notes now. I don't know, I may not agree with this Go Black guy. You know, he's a little bit off cuff and he's talks some things that makes nonsense. But you know what? I can at least salvage some of the things by what he is showing that I can make sure that I'm not ignorant to when I come to the motherland. I mean, at least the guy has got videos out there from Ghana, you know. He's posted videos of Senegal and, you know, now he's got videos out here in the east of Kenya, Rwanda, and Tanzania, and Zanzibar. I mean, goodness gracious, the guy even bought property over there. I mean, he showed us when he was even signing his name on the dotted line. I mean, this is possible, possibilities. This is a guy that's on the ground. Now, I don't think this guy's going to mislead me. But even if I think he does, there are other people out there who got channels to show you even what they're doing. So I could follow the Yellow Brick Road, because Yellow Brick Road is at least a path that's already been chopped down. People have been spending money, time, doing all this for us. Wow. Thank you, Body Temple, for your giving. Spending the time, efforts, energy. Let me just show people something else. What can I show? Get up in the morning. Lord, please guide me in a direction where I can just show something else for a people, to give them a more encouragement, motivation, to show them that this is a place that we could be. Thank you, Maximilian, for your giving. I'm 100% down with moving home, but let's be honest. Their money to be made in America, huh? But let's be honest, there's money to be made in America. I suggest people get their funds up before they move. Hey, wait as long as you want to wait. It's one man's opinion. I'm not going to tell you what you should do at all. Only thing I'm saying is this right here. Come visit. Come visit. You know, because I mean, I'm not going to get in way of you got, like I said yesterday, mattify. It says here in the ancient writings, consider the cost of everything you do. Of course, are you going to haphazardly go travel around somewhere and not know what it's going to cost you? No. But don't ask me how much it's going to cost to live a place when you got to come find out for yourself. I'm not you. So, they're off to see the wizard. A path that was cut. Right? And for y'all who's on my channel, a path that was cut by Go Black. To be able to show a way. To show a way that is possible to be able to do. Possible to be able to do. Hip Hop Talk, thank you for your giving. You say stack them chips and get ASAP. People rise, grind, and go. Yeah, I mean, whatever it may take for you, like I said, just pay a visit. I think that's if I'm going to give any advice, that's the first thing you got to do is visit. There are people who left and came for the first time. They moved from America because off of some videos they saw, and they came and they're dealing with it and they're living and they're settling in and all that right there. That might not be for everybody. I've said right here, stop dreaming big and just dream small. Just get to first base. Let's continue on with the story though. So them jokers, the Tin Man, the Lion, and the Scarecrow, and Dorothy, and Toto decided they finally was about to reach. They saw, oh my goodness, we could see the Wizard of Oz, the land of Oz, the land of Oz is just right there. And guess what happens? Life. Oh, my car blew up. I can't go right now. Somebody in the family got sick. You mean to tell me I can't go to Africa right now? Thank you, Yvette, for your giving. See, life is always going to throw you curves. And there's always going to be something that seems like it's a problem to keep you getting from your destiny. Keep you from destiny. That's funny. I just read this right here, and I ain't paying attention what goes up. Aurora Mary, have you met Pete O'Neill? I just met his wife tonight. Mother C. Mama C. Yep. But anyway, there's always something gonna come up right in between. What happened? What happened with them, family? Y'all know the movie of the Wizard of Oz. What happened with them? The old wicked witch, the old demon, the old bad news shows up, gonna try to stop you from getting to your destination. That's life. And if you ever take note of anything that you try to do in your accomplishments, there's always something that's gonna stand in your way. That's just the way life is. Think about it. If you really think hard, there was always an obstacle came up. You're like, God doggone it, I just started this school. I just started this job. Or I'm about to start this job. I'm about to start school. And all of a sudden this situation came up. Thank you for your giving there, Mattify. I don't know about the robbing and the comparing of guns. I don't know. Ain't no guns here. I mean, as far as, in the hands of a lot of people. But isn't that true, though? How many times that you wanted to embark on something and all of a sudden something stops you from doing it? And you put it off. And then you put it off. I mean, it's just like with Max right here. Okay, you get your money together. Isn't that, well, how much money are you going to wait to get? Because when you start saving the money, you're going to always think, I just need a little more. Or maybe a little more. And then a little more. Doggone it, the tire went flat. Gosh, doggone it, that refrigerator broke. Man, daggone it, mama didn't ask me to borrow $2,000. Isn't that real, family, yo? There's no place like home, though. There's no place like home. And so then, we're going to keep on it, because come here, keep yourself in mind. Now, where are we at? We're talking about you that are in Canada and Europe and UK and America and around the globe, that we who are afraid for whatever reason, we may not have the brain, we may not have the heart, we may not even have the courage to at least go seek what's over the mountain, because we got people sharing with you that, you know what? Hey, come over here. Come over here. Just check this out over here. What? Going over there? So then, what happens? Oh, Dorothy and them come through the rainstorm, right? Oh, yeah, that wicked witch of the West, I think it was. Wicked witch of the West. She wanted to get in the way. That's called the bad news. She was the bad news bears. She was the one, the rain, the storm, every issue that's come up in your life to get in the way. Right? But Dorothy found out that what? As scary as this life situations were, and she was so afraid of the life situation, every time it popped up, it always threw her off course. But then it became a day that she stood and looked it in the eye. And unbeknownst to her, in frantic measures, she tossed the water on the witch. In other words, she confronted the problem and said no more. I'm not going to run. And what happened to her issue? It drizzled away. And what else was out of it, though? Those that were surrounded by her, right? They celebrated. Because you know what? Life issues always have something that's associated with it. What I'm talking about, anytime you have life issues that come up in your life, there's always somebody or something tied to it. Because every time you put light on it, you make it like a big problem, a big troubles, or something in your life. You give your energy to it. It's a big issue. But when you confront it and say, you are nothing. I'm not afraid of you. I don't even have to deal with you. Or you might look at that family member and say, I'm sorry, I ain't got the money that you want to borrow. Oh, excuse me. car tire went flat, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a retread tire because I got money to save. Oh, I got this issue. I'm gonna think of options to get around because my direction to go see the wizard is not gonna stop me. I got a plan to get to my land of milk and honey. Let's continue on with your story because it's your story right here, right? So you continue on with it, right? And you get over to the wizard. And you get up there and you're like, I'm finally here. Woo! Wow. I'm in Africa. I made it. But then you find out what happened. She knocked on the door. She made it there. Knocked on the door. The wizard? The wizard ain't here. He busy and all that right there. What does that mean? You're going to get to Africa, right? And you're going to find that the things that you might have been looking for, or expectations is what I call them, just may not be there. And it's not going to be the way you thought it was going to be. And it's going to be another challenge for you. So Dorothy, oh boy, she just cried. You remember? She turned around and cried. Oh, we came so far. I love the story. We came so far and the wizard's not in. And y'all remember the guy who wound up saying, the wizard's not here, go away. He opens up the door and everything, and he hears her cry and starts crying. You see, when you come here with a peaceful, loving heart, Africa's going to feel it. You're going to find people that are going to become close to you because they know you're coming from out there in the wilderness. That was not a good place, America. And they already know, and they're waiting. But when you come and you realize the expectations, you're gonna have to get settled, you might get homesick, you might get what they call I was about to say shell shock, like from the military, but you're gonna have culture shock. You're gonna have culture shock. That door's gonna slam on you. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I mean, what in the world did I come to? I'm used to this and that, and they ain't here what I was expecting. You mean to tell me the wizard's not in? No, the wizard's not in. You mean they ain't got this? They don't have that? You mean to tell me I gotta find this, I gotta find that? Oh my gosh. And you're gonna waddle in your tears. But see, when you come with love though, family, somebody's gonna take note of that and say, you know what, come on with me. Let me show you the way. Because God heard her cry. He started crying. He opened the door. Come on in, yo. And all right, I'm sorry. Well, come on in. I feel your pain. I feel you coming from out of the wilderness. I know that you are wounded. I know you're hurt. We've been hearing about how them cops are killing y'all and how black on black crime is in America and how the opportunities aren't fair and how the judicial system has put all of y'all in prison and how all of them, they have created a system that where there's no way out and, take your liberties away from you when you get felonies. You can't vote. You can't have passports. You can't get jobs. You can't, all of these things that they have done to you. We know, we've heard, and we got others that are here. Come on, let me introduce you to these people here. They've been here for some years. Yeah, come on in. You remember when she came inside? Oh, there was a celebration. Yeah. Oh, man. There was a parade. There was a party that was going on for them. She was like, wow, oh my gosh. I never knew it would be like this. But we got to go see that wizard. Got to go see the wizard still. Because I want to go home. But even though you made it to Africa, you may find that the place that you landed on just may not be your feel. So that then, when you find that, okay, I'm used to this, but I want something, a feeling of what I'm used to, accustomed to, which you would call home. Well, hold on to your chair and hold on to your britches because you know what? There's always a place there for you. There's always a place there for you. Now, speed up. They're right there. They went to the parade and all right there. They get there to the wizard's office and everything. So in other words, they trample on the land. They trample in a place where they say, okay, all right, we're finally here. And then all of a sudden, the wizard ain't this great, big, powerful person who can take them back home. He actually tells them, the power has always been in you. It is you who can go ahead and make it back home. Now, let's talk about that real quick. Because we've been taught in the spiritual sense when it comes to our Creator that we are even in this on a earth, in a world system that ain't even home. That we're sitting here in a land that is full of corruption, full of corruption, full of grievous mischief and wickedness and pervertedness and all of these things that we can just lay down a laundry list. And yet we will run around the globe trying to find a place that we're going to find peace. And I don't think that we will ever find fully of peace until we go to the next dimension. But yet, for those who haven't even found their place, because now, okay, hold up. So let me back up here. I'm transitioning from a physical into a spiritual now, okay? For those who ain't gonna catch on. It's the same thing parallel-wise. The wizard done said, all right, they got to the wizard. Okay, it's always been in you. You know, I ain't got no power. You got the power. Doesn't that sound familiar for those who even know about any spiritual teachings that came from the Messiah? Who was sitting here saying this right here. Yes, there is no place like home, and there is a place been prepared for you, okay? This right here is just a temporary stomping grounds or a test ground for you. You can overcome it, or you can become it. You can allow them to have the power, or you can utilize the power that I gave you. It is you who have the power. But yet there is a home and a place to prepare for you. Africa is just a means or a place out of the suffering and pain that you're coming from on a physical level, or if you would choose to go to any other country in the world, because it's the creation by the Creator. I'm just saying Africa because, I mean, it's us, and it's, you know, if you're like me, I got tired of just seeing other people. I wanted to be around us and all that right there. But good old Laura says right here, you know, I've prepared a place. And just like the Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. She had to go through all that. She had to be like the Tin Man had to find. You gotta have a heart. She found it just like the Straw Man. You gotta have a brain. And she found out just like the lion. You gotta have some courage. Because if you don't have any of that, you're going to sit back and cry and wish that you can go home. And with that, you got to understand on the spiritual side, it takes all three of those to submit, to release yourself to a higher almighty being that you can't see, touch, and say, hey, wizard, I'm going to go ahead and submit under an authority greater than what I am working for, following, under a government, under a president, a king, a queen, and I'm going to submit to something greater. So that place that we call home is spiritual and physical, and that you have the power was given to you. Now, on the other side of that right there, because was one of my things on there was there's no place like home. There isn't no place like home. Please watch my videos that I put up today when I was out there in Cocoa Beach. A couple of brothers were saying some very profound things that I believe will motivate and encourage you to see just a taste of how African people are and wanting you to come back home. Let's talk about now this Europeans coming over and taking advantage of our people, of situations, whatever. Somebody asked me the other day about the young artist on Cocoa Beach. And I was out there at Cocoa Beach today, and I inquired about him. His name is Moses, they called him out there. And somebody told me, because I said, where Moses at? I wanted to see where Moses was. I haven't seen him like the last time I was out there at Cocoa Beach. I think it was about a month ago or so. Somebody told me he got him a girlfriend now. Matter of fact, it was a white woman. I said, for real? Okay, all right. Wow, they said he'll be here around 6 o'clock. I said, okay. So anyway, I'm over there with the group and all that right there. And lo and behold, guess who shows up to greet me? Moses. I said, Moses, what's up, my brother? How are you? Oh, he had headphones on. New ones too. Headphones on, and he was smiling, listening to his music. And I said, hey. So he took them off when he came over to greet me. And I said, I heard you got you a new woman. He said, yes. I said, I heard she is white. Yes. Now, let me tell y'all this right here, family. I ain't getting in the way of anybody's relationship, what they have. If that's what he wants and where he want to go, that's his business. It ain't my business. There are people, because I can look in your closet and I can sit here and judge that joker all day long and what everybody wants to do and what they should do or not do and who they with or should not be with, because it ain't about the white and black really, because what joker are you with today? Because I already know it's just a business deal. He said, yes. I said, okay, all right. He said, you want to meet her? I said, sure. He said, come over with me. She's over there right there. I said, no, bring her over here to me. Okay. About 10 minutes go by. He comes over and he says, hey, this is my woman here. So I said, I'm trying to hold back, but none of my business. I said, hey, how you doing? I said, oh, so you the young lady he was telling me about. Oh, yes. I said, where you from? She said she's from Finland. Okay. A plump white woman with glasses, red hair. She's probably 30, close to 30. I said, okay, all right, so y'all together and everything. She said, yes. I said, okay, how long you been here? She said, 2 weeks. I said, okay, how long you gonna be here? She said, for another 2 weeks. I said, oh, you're going back? Oh, yeah. I said, so you're here for vacation? She said, yes, I'm just here for vacation. So I already know it's a business deal. So I said to Moses, I heard you got a phone now. He said, no, I ain't got no phone. I said, they told me you had a phone. He said, no. I said, okay, all right, no problem. All right. He said, I told her what you did for me. I said, you told her? I said, what did you tell her? He said, well, you tell her. I told her already. I want her to confirm. So I told her, I said, yeah, for those who knew the video and all right there, he did a picture of me and, then some of y'all got involved and felt a little sorry for the brother, started sending money, and I gave him the money that was sent, and all that right there. And he was like, yeah, I told you they helped me out and stuff like that, and so I said, oh, okay. I think he was using that more of a fact of that maybe she can help him out or something like that. It's a business deal. But in saying that, there was a couple handfuls of Europeans there on the beach that were tied up to brothers and sisters, and it's all a business deal. And they come here for uh, to satisfy their flesh and to have their way. Cost ain't it much. And so I asked the young lady who he was with. I said, "So are y'all gonna keep in touch?" She paused. She was like, and she looked right here in the corner of her eyes. I tell you, you can just watch people's their behaviors. She went. I said, "Are y'all gonna keep in touch?" And she was like, "Well, I said, so you're not gonna call each other? You're not going to?" And she was like, maybe, I don't know, you know." And then he said, "Well, yeah, you know, I mean, if I get a phone, whatever, this and that." She has no intentions of reaching back out to him because it's a business deal. You know, I pay you a little money, and you know they love brothers anyway. She can have a little fling and going back to the motherland, her motherland, her motherland, and it's business as usual, you know. And this is what I see time and time again, that the Europeans come here, they want to have their fun. You will see it. If you can't handle it, you don't need to go out in public, because on the beach areas and the tourist areas, you're going to see the old, crinkly, wrinkled white men with the young, beautiful black sisters. You're going to see the old, fat, white women with these young, handsome brothers. And so this is what happens. And this is their means of trying to make it or survive or whatever. Somebody said, "Stop, stop, stop." No, this is it. And it's all that business. It's a business deal. It's a business transaction. Now, I don't like it, but you know what? I understand. I understand. And so, you know, they'll hopefully they will learn that, you know, it gets you nowhere to get crumbs when you deal with those who's trying to get some. They're throwing you pennies, throwing you, you know, it only gets you so far because it's a means of dependency. Because the day comes when you're without, and you know you grow old, and who gonna want a old one, you know, that when you got these young ones behind you that they all looking for. So, but each one must learn for themselves. But this is what I found out when it came to the Europeans coming over. I've seen them over in Zanzibar. I've seen them over in Ghana. I've seen them. You know, for the most part, for most white people, they come over here that I see is trying to hook up with a brother or sister. That's just what I see. That's my observations. You know, I ain't gonna say everybody, but I'm saying for those that be on the beaches and stuff like that, for most of them, you see them out there. So, family, I got 10 more minutes for any questions, answers. I hope that y'all enjoy the parallel of There's No Place Like Home with Wizard of Oz, and also on a spiritual level, because I believe that, you know, when our people might be stuck and those might have a desire to want to seek out and do and visit Africa, Mother Africa, it's sitting here for you. The land of opportunity, of all possibilities. Sky is not the limit. Yeah, you know. So what we got here? Yeah. Thank you, Tomas. I'm very entertaining. This was definitely a spiritual message. Tuda, elder. Tuda. Thank you very much there, the seed sower. I like that, the seed sower. Americans do that too. Do that, not just European. Of course. I mean, of course. Americans are Europeans. They all came from Europe. Ain't nothing changed. Africa's under the colonial rule, just black faces in the rulership. Of course, that's changing though. It's changing. President Magufuli showed that he ain't gonna be bought. He turned down the vaccines. He wasn't gonna follow and shut down his country, and he did not want to go through the system of what they wanted him to do. All it does is take one. That's all it does is take one. And when people start to look and listen and be like, wow, it becomes infectious. When one makes a move, it becomes infectious. Let's see who we got here. Maximilian, let's set up a live for next week. What you want to do live for, Max? You ain't coming on the flaunting and trying to be flirting and trying to nah. If it's about benefiting everybody to go to Africa, yes, but you ain't been yet. We're gonna do a live when you come to Africa. We'll do a live, and everybody gonna see you here on the ground. All right. You come on up, flying over here to come visit. I got a room here for you. You got your own separate bathroom. You come over here and visit. I got a place for you, free of charge. Yes. Don't we all come from Africa? Yes, we do. It only takes one. The concept of joy. You're right. It only takes one. That's why I said when I started this channel, I only want one, and my one was my wife. I only need one. And look at me now. You know, look at the channel now. Not look at me, but look at the channel now. President Magufuli has been straight from day one, and it's 6 years now. What is the name of the website that we can check before coming to see what kind of shots we need to go black for travel only? Go to, I think it's state.travel.gov, or it might be travel.state.gov. It's one of the two. Yeah, many of the sexual predators are heading to Africa and flying beneath the radar. Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's changing now. It's changing. You know, I told y'all Zanzibar just changed the rule on the Europeans dress on the beaches. You can't be half naked now. You must be presentable being on the beach. Matifi. It's not always about business. Sometimes it's just attraction. Most whites are also in Russia, and they are not Europeans. Matifi must be a European. Are you a European, or are you from Russia? Are you from a place they don't call Europeans? It's just a matter of a word. Okay, let me just hit it right here. White people. Just keep it like that then. White people. And yeah, I already said, not everybody. I made that clear. Not everybody's coming here for that. But there is a lot that do. Fabulous Miss Sasha. Moses is an authorized user on Becky's credit card now. You better believe it. And, you know, I watched a young sister today with an old white guy today. She ordered everything she wanted. Guy walked around. She was like, meh. She looked at him. He paid for it. Drinks, paid for it. Over there, paying for it. But he gonna get some in return too. HIV. Yeah. He needs lots of laws for those sexual predators. I mean, you know, hey, it just takes time. You know? Angola, yeah. I mean, you know, hey, Europe still has its hand in the pot. But the days are changing. The days are changing. Yeah, he live in La Vida Loca. Thailand, the Mzungus are turning the country into brothel. Yeah, in Thailand, I mean, I tell you that, hey, they got them she-he's running around all over the place. You want to go over there and try to mess with something you think is a woman? Sure. I guarantee you, chances are a high percentage is probably not a woman. They took on that mentality. Where can we meet up with you when we arrive in Africa? I don't know who you are. I don't know where you come from. Get to know me. So, hey. Well, Maximilian, you went to Rwanda before I did. Okay. All right. Still, we'll do a live when you come over and visit. Now, I'm not going to tell Moses to be careful. Moses is his own man. If he wants to try to hook up with a Becky, let him. That business deal's doing every day. And it ain't no different than you, me, or when I went my first marriage and all that. You marry a person because of reason what they were, had, what they were about, what they accomplished, and all that right there. It's all business deal. And very few people say, "Oh, I was just in love with her." That's that high school stuff. Oh, we're high school love, sweet mates, or whatever, wherever you want to call it. Oh, okay, y'all were very young then. Okay, all right. But you know, hey, business deal. That's all it is. $1997, you went, okay, all right. I know where you go in 1997 when the genocide ended in 94, 94. How was it? That would be good to know. Moses is living his best life. You better believe it. That's his best life. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Not at all. Wouldn't even dare try to get myself involved with that. Do you. Because life is about lessons learned, and you know what? Let this lesson be learned. When will I have Sarah Amato back on for an interview? I don't know. I don't know. Caroline, why do Mzungus behave this badly? Sometimes it's just the nature of the beast. Yep. So, let's see. I'm gonna do 5 more questions. Call it a night. All right, family. Like everybody else is on the speaks and talking to each other, their chats, whatever. Let me say this right here. I appreciate each and every person. I hope that this was just a little bit that maybe you'll be able to, gather and, see, where you might fit in, or just to even learn that Africa itself is just loving people out here. Tanzania, they was giving shout outs and wanting to did a lot of invitations. Please go watch the video of that. Also, those people right there who's in here, look, go to my second channel, Look on Africa, so then that if they shut this channel down, I have a way of reaching back out to you all to continue on my journey, and you be able to be in there until my timeout will be out, because they already locked me down one time. It was 1 week. The next time they locked me down would be 2 weeks. So I just want to have a means of another platform, which is called Look on Africa. Please, each and every one of you all, go ahead there and subscribe there, and hit the bell, so and when I start to upload the videos, I'm gonna do a little different taste for that channel there. For those who really want to be in the know of some things, I'm gonna use that channel for that. Okay, this right here is kind of limited and all because I was sitting on just one channel. This other channel, I would give a little different content, how it is and stuff. So thank you very much for those who have chimed in, watched, gave your time, those who gave the magnificent, encouraging words to me, and for those who, was giving their finances, as far as donating and stuff like that. I appreciate each and every one of you all for what you do. You're inspiring to me, and this is why I love doing what I do for you all, because I look at myself as just one small beacon of light that can help and assist those to just have just a little interest of possibly coming to visit Africa, being that we visited everywhere else, and to get a feel of what your true identity origin is. And hey, much love to each and every one of you all. With that, y'all, have a beautiful day, good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon. I didn't say that in order, but hey, it is what it is. Appreciate you. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, LaShawn. Thank you, Tomas. Thank you very much, Vero. Richmond. Black Greatness. Email is goblacktoafrica@gmail.com. Thank you, LaShawn, again. Kajana, thank you. Caroline, thank you very much. And Avril, much power pound to you. Tree Life, thank you. Good night, everybody. All right, peace and love. Bless.